Pootie-tang! 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 Suppa-tow. Hey, welcome to Candid Travels, Texas. Today is a really dreary day. If you look around in the living room and look outside, it is muggy and it is really, it's a hugely muggy and humid day. And what we have here is Pootie-tang! Pootie! Oh, Pootie-tang! Okay, so Pootie-tang is a movie that I recommend to... I know it looks weird, right? Check it out. It's a great movie. It's funny. It's highly recommended for anybody who's a patriot. And you'll understand once you see it. It's nonsensical, very funny, okay? He has a magical belt. Here's that belt buckle. A couple of weeks ago, you saw me wear this belt buckle. All right, so that's the first little tip. Now, a couple other tactical tips I wanted to mention is this is a book, if you can get a hold of it. It's called The Shepherd's Diet by Christina Wilds. And here's the other book that is at Brave New Books called Why Is Gilligan Skipper and Why Is Gilligan Skinny and the Skipper Fat? It's a ketogenic primer that ATX ITAC sells with tons of fun little pictures. There's Gilligan and Skipper. There's pictures of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And you can actually contact us at Lovingly Stone Productions, and we can actually tell you how to get a copy, and we can have it mailed to you. There's a samurai watching Gilligan's Island. How do sumos get fat? They eat like once a day a lot of like sugars and things, and then they sleep for 20 hours. Okay, Generation X, and the author Gilligan, and this is a very interesting thing where you can see some people might deem this socially, politically incorrect, but there's an Asian American guy, average chubby guy in Asian in Asia, like in old Asian countries, not like communist China right now where it's kind of starting to become, westernized, and why they tend to be thin, and there's Mr. Sumo, there's a guy who has tons of muscles, but his body fat percentage is way low. And we have had people who are bodybuilders die because before competition they lower their body fat level to very low levels. Author wanting to be a sumo. Also, obviously, stress is a huge factor in fitness and overall health. Anyway, what a great book. And I believe it's $12 and less in Canada. Wow. All right. Speaking of Canada, hey, so here we are. I wanted to mention another tactical tip, which is from a Canadian medical doctor by the name of Dr. Jason Fung. I've mentioned him before, but Dr. Fung is a nephrologist. He is a kidney specialist, and he specializes in the type 2 diabetes and clinical morbid obesity. And anything you find on him on the internet is great stuff. Just listen to the gentleman. He is an incredible doctor. And one of the things I heard him say is very little known fact. It's a tactical tip that fructose, which is fruit sugar, cannot be digested by the human body. Okay? Now, as somebody trained in in the Bible, it kind of makes sense, because in the Garden of Eden, it was actually the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil that you're not allowed to eat. Very interesting. It's that fruit in the center of the garden. If you eat it, you shall die. Now, conventional health and wellness will teach you that, okay, eat fruits and vegetables. Eat fruits and vegetables. But then, how come in the Bible, in Genesis, it says that you can't have the fruit. It says the seeds are for you to eat, but not the fruit. So it makes absolute sense if you think about it with common tactical sense, and that is this. Fruit is the covering for the seeds for the future generation of a plant or the tree. And it's designed so that it will protect the plant. If animals eat it, they'll die. Okay, large quantities of fruit eaten will cause an animal or human to die. And the reason is because Dr. Fung mentions it, and this is all based on clinical study. Now, the statement that, fruit is good for you, give it to your kids. There has been no human studies done on this. This is just hearsay. There's a lot of that in conventional wisdom, okay? But studies have shown that fruit sugar or fructose is not digestible within the human body. So it's stored in the liver. Now, what does the liver do? The liver stores things that can't be digested. Sometimes alcohol, like if you drink a lot of alcohol, you have liver problems, right? So toxins and such. So you've got to be careful on how much fruit juice and how much fruit you eat, all right? So that's a tactical tip. Research that on your own before you take my word for it, and consult your doctor. But just remember, many doctors are not trained. So Dr. Jason Fung is another tactical tip. So, here, I want to show you something. This is yesterday. Allison and I went to the Splash Bash 2017. And the weather was like today, dreary, and completely rainy and crappy. So usually the Splash Bash every year at University of Texas at the Gregory Gym pool is like a huge spring break party at the leisure pool. We have games. We have like little huge blow-up hamster balls. But yesterday, there was absolutely no way we could be outside. It was lightning and stuff. So they set up these photo booths. They have me wear these funny costumes, and Allison didn't want to do it at first. And so that it is. And they gave us these Frisbees at University of Texas promoting Amazon. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to bring Pootie Tang to Sugar Land, Texas today and share it with a pathologist and a chemical engineer, family members. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drive we're not going to show that part, okay? You got to watch that movie on your own. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to Gaido's restaurant, where our pet goldfish here, remember him? Gaido. There's Gaido, named after the restaurant. The oldest seafood restaurant in all of Texas at Galveston Beach. And there is going to be a Texas Pathology Day Conference. So we're going to have dinner there. It's actually not day, it's a dinner. It's a dinner conference. We're going to have pathologists present some new findings. So I'm doing my doctor gig today. It'll be fun. So we'll be able to bring you to the beach to see how it looks like. Even here in Austin, it is really, really bad weather. And even if it's raining over there, it's okay, because we'll get the salt air. I'm going to try to give some salt air through the camera for you guys. All right? By the way, here's another tactical tip. This is my dog, Rex. He's an electronic dog. He's an alarm system. Anything within like a 25 feet perimeter, even through the walls, he will bark. So I will know somebody's around. By the way, these amazing paintings are for sale. Okay, for wealthy people. All right, so you can contact us through the comments below if you want to know how to get a hold of these. All right, on our way to Galveston. All right, so before we head, I wanted to show you guys this, and they're bug out bags. All right, we're in Sugar Land, Texas, taking a little break. And Texas Colonel Stone is going to be dining at Kentucky Colonel Sanders's tactically eating of KFC, made the hard way since 1940, made by hand. So behind me is pictures of the original celebrity Kentucky Colonel Sanders. Here I am, celebrity Texas Colonel Stone. We're eating original recipe dark meat, and there he is in the Middle East. Very interesting, huh? Here he is with Mickey Mouse and not Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, and here he is with a monkey on his head, and here he is. Yeah, in real life, his actual rank in the Army was that of a private, so it's an honorary Kentucky title here, and this is his running for senator in Kentucky, and it's Colonel 101. White hair to match the suit, spectacles, charming smile, lapel pins. So what do y'all think? Should I get a white suit? If you want, leave a comment below. So we're just stopping over for a little extra meat before we have our main meal at Gaido's restaurant with the fish at the Pathology Conference with a lot of other doctors, MDs. These are MDs, okay? I'm a Reverend Doctor. Finished eating, and all dark meat, KFC, original recipe. Colonel Sanders, Colonel Harlan Sanders. I will never pass anybody up. All right, on our way to Galveston, Texas. Check it out. Wow, look at that water. We're gonna probably head over to Rainforest Cafe for a little bit before we go to Gaido's for the Pathology Conference. And here's the Gaido's. You can see Nick's. Now Nick's is the new younger generation family member that created a restaurant next to Gaido's that's less formal. But Gaido's is still the best. It's the best seafood in all of Texas and the oldest restaurant in Texas. So we're headed to Rainforest Cafe straight ahead. Rainforest Cafe. A river forest. Oh, look at the gator. Look at the alligator. Whoa! Here in Galveston, Texas. Wow, look at that. Look at that. I'm going to take a big spin, look around me, and look at behind me of the ocean. Look at that ocean. It's a good surf day. Okay, so I decided we were all going to go on the river adventure ride. Here we go. It's only about a few minutes ride before we go to Gaido's for the Pathology Conference. Look at this. This is pretty cool. We're here in Galveston, Texas. It shouldn't be too bumpy. But we're inside the boat. There we go. Whoa! Water. It won't get wet. So we're spinning. Oh, we go. Big frog. Whoa, I don't want to lose it. I better. Here we are. Beginning of the ride. Oh, wow. Can't see Allison. Uh-oh. Whoa. Is that bird moving? Oh, look at that. Cheetah behind you. Whoa. Whoa. Look at the cheetah.